What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny5 Alive here, and we are back with some more Rogue Stormers, and in this episode we are going to be looking at Camille and giving our thoughts and opinions and reviewing this character. Camille, as you can see on the left hand side, she has explosive probe ejector, area attack long range, so it's essentially a AoE rocket launcher. She uses a probe ejector malfunction activate ability that fires a stream of mini rockets. That's her special, and her passive is slippery goo. It gives her a 60% grace period, 250 gold, and a key. So the grace period basically allows it so when she gets hit, she has a longer recovery time before she's able to be damaged again, which kind of compensates for the fact that she has a slow rate of fire. And the 250 gold isn't that great of a passive, but the +1 key is a nice addition. I think this guy had one as well, and it's a good kind of starting character. So I don't mind her. Let's take a look at my perks. So I've upgraded her 7 times. I got high on helium, increases her hover time a bit. Primed for destruction, your primary weapon deals 6% more damage. Berserk, while you have below 25% HP, your total damage and healing is increased by 10%. And orbital defense, one of the best abilities in the game. Whenever you lose HP, you gain 1 orbital shield to protect you. The delusions of grandeur, when your HP is above 75%, all damage is increased by 12%. This is really good for this character, especially if you can get 3 upgrades of this perk. And then the last one is 3% more movement speed. Let's dive into it and check this character out. So I'm just going to haul through this level as fast as possible while giving my thoughts and opinions on this character, and you guys can get a kind of a feel for how she plays. So you can notice right away her main attack is quite slow in terms of the rate of fire. You don't really want to miss your shots because it's going to be a while before your next one hits them. So this means that she's going to have a difficult time cleaning up trash like the little guys unless they're grouped up. So you can see here, if I aim it right, I can squish them both. But if there's a little guy out front, it's going to hit the guy in front, and it's not going to kill the ones behind him. So it can be kind of problematic and hard to do. So sometimes you got to jump and try and aim it into the center of a pack. So based off of that point there, one of the passives that I think the designers should have considered while thinking about this character and playtesting this character, I wish she had upgraded what is it called? Hang time, rocket boosts. So I upgraded it by 0.3, so she does have a little bit of hang time. And when I was doing a play session with her, I got the 1 second hang time perk, and she was able to fly in the air for like 1 second. So for me, it was like 1.5 seconds with that upgrade. And it helped a lot because when you have packs of enemies running at you and there's one in the front, he's going to ruin the AoE. So when you could fly up and shoot down on them and kind of hit them in the center, it really makes a big difference. And it kind of plays into this character's theme because she's all about rockets, so she should have rocket boots. And it just kind of suits her. And when I played that with her and I played it that way, it really made a lot of sense and it really worked well. So I thought that was a great passive for her to have, and I wish they gave that to her by default. It just would have been a nice thing for her to have early on in the game, just for helping you aim these shots a little bit better, floating in the air a little bit longer, because you're lining up your shot and you know it's about to fire, and then sometimes you have to jump and it can throw you off. So it really does make a lot of sense to have that hang time on her. This is her special ability. It's got a super quick cooldown. As you can see in the top left, it's charging up really quick, so you can spam the crap out of it. It's you can use it quite often, and it's quite good, but it's a little bit janky to use. Like sometimes you don't really get the most out of it, but that's okay because the cooldown's really quick. So you got to use it real often. You can see here, it does a lot of wrecking damage really quickly. And what's really nice about that special is it travels through all terrain pieces, and that's super helpful. So you can actually shoot through walls with it. So I'll show you here. I can shoot through this floor. Yeah, it goes through everything. So that makes it really good. So she's got a really good special in my opinion, because you can use it quite often. It's powerful enough to tear through quick mobs of enemies. Like, you got a lot of guys coming at you, she can deal with them quite easily. And like I was saying, like, her rate of fire is slow, so she doesn't clean up the trash well. unless you can get a really good shot off that hits them right in the center. So having that burst fire is really nice to compensate for her slow primary. So so it's really great. Like, we'll use it here. She just cleans house. It's really great. And you know, her main attack it does a lot of damage, as you can see. So it may be slow, but it's effective. So what you want to do is have a for her, I found that a good secondary weapon is a machine gun. If you can get one of those hand cannons like that shoot like at a much higher rate of fire and have more ammunition, when those little tiny guys are coming at you, you can use your secondary fire to take them out. Ammo capacity 5% HP. Whenever you pick up a key, you have a 30%. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing her. I guess we'll take that. Sweet. So yeah, I was saying her secondary ability, you want to try and pick up a weapon that has some sort of rapid fire, and it's really good to compensate for your slow attack speed. It's good for in-between characters. Here we go. Special time! I love that. Overall, she's a really good character. I prefer her over Brecht, even though she has this slow attack speed. At first, you'll kind of play with her and go, well, I think Brecht's better because you don't have to spend so long on these little guys. Like, oh, crap, I missed. And Brecht would have just like... Brr, brr, brr. Well, it'd probably be a good co-op combo if your buddy was playing as Brecht and you were playing as her, because she does some serious damage to bosses and big enemies, where Brecht doesn't. So she struggles on these little guys, and Brecht doesn't. So, you know, I think that's a good combination. One player with the rockets, one person with the machine gun, and you got the best of both worlds. You got the heavy hitter, and you have the kind of like the cleaner. Also, I guess Presto would be a good character to play her with, because he's always up front tanking. And, you know, he's just in people's faces, shielding any damage from coming through. And she could just sit back shooting rockets at everything. So she's generally a solid character. I really like her. I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys think. But I think she's a great character. I love her special. I love the cooldown rate on it. My only complaint with this character is I really wish she had hover time. Hover time would make a lot of sense for this character. And maybe that's something that they can patch in if anyone ever watches this video that works there. But yeah, if you get all your shots on this boss, you see how fast I killed that guy. It's quick. It's quicker than the other characters I've been trying it with. Probably the fastest out of all the characters. So I upgraded her range. Check this out. So yeah, the more you upgrade her, like if you're playing with a buddy, let this person, the playing Camille, take the damage upgrades, because she becomes a wrecking house. The first time I played her, I made it to the second to last level in the game, and I was just wrecking my way through. So I think she's great. I really do love her. I just wish she could fly a little bit longer. She's all about rockets, and she should have rocket boots, in my opinion. Other than that, she's a solid character. I really do like this. I give this one a thumbs up. I think it's a good character. So that's my thoughts and opinions on this character. And in the next episode, we are going to be looking at Stabby Gale. Yeah, Stabby Gale. So if you guys like this video, please push like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.